Kara Swisher, very good to speak to you. Thank you very much indeed. Well, I'm joined now by Dan Södergren, AI and tech expert. Also, Dan, what is your assessment of what this verdict means?
Well, I think Kara had a great point there, that it really means from a PR point of view for many of these people, they didn't exactly look great. But of course, from a legal point of view, as Kara rightly says, it's sour grapes from Elon Musk, one of the richest people in the world, who thought he could flex his muscles and bring this into a court. Of course, I train people in AI and the joys of AI and getting more productive at work. I'm not a legal person at all. So I will say, it's an evolving case, but this seems like it's open and shut because, of course, it was done only in 2 hours. I think more importantly, the bigger kind of thing behind this, of course, is around, it's not just a company dispute with these massively powerful people. It's really a fight over who controls kind of the infrastructure for the AI era. And could he kind of almost try to destroy a different company who, of course, is now a competitor. And as Kara rightly says, Elon Musk is now doing lots of things with Anthropic being a very, very successful AI company, which lots of people haven't heard of, and lots of people don't use Claude, and I personally do because it's better. But a lot of people, of course, have heard of ChatGPT because, of course, it burst onto the scene many years ago and made itself free. So it kind of got the share of mind for everyone. But if you look at it from an AI point of view, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens next because, of course, the person who controls AI most probably controls the fifth industrial revolution. So it's not a small matter that this has been kicked out, but it was quite amusing how quickly it was.
I mean, it doesn't affect, though, any of the companies practically going forward, does it? Because they're all, pushing in slightly different areas. Elon Musk is really pushing at robotics, isn't he? And this case, it does seem, the jury didn't necessarily look at the substance of the arguments, despite some pretty explosive testimony and some very high stakes evidence. It was decided on a legal, time case, which, in the UK, you'd have thought that case wouldn't even gone to a jury if that was the case.
Well, yeah, it was a technicality, wasn't it? As I say, not a legal expert, but an AI expert. But I think the bigger thing, though, really, is the fact that there's so much sour grapes and so much personality behind these moments, and of course they can flex their muscles and use all this court's time. But the reality is that Elon Musk wanted to do this so he could make OpenAI look bad, so more people wouldn't use OpenAI. And of course, he's now kind of in partnership with Anthropic. Anthropic, which runs Claude, has just came up with an agreement with him, so they can use a huge amount of his data centers that he uses for SpaceX. And as Kara Wright said, his own AI ambitions, which he spent billions on, and you could even argue why he bought Twitter and renamed it X for the data alone to power that, he's now kind of almost given up on that, which is a huge moment. So actually, if he'd managed to get this court case through and got his point across, and it was the opposite way, it would have made a huge difference, because that would have meant that OpenAI would have to remain completely non-for-profit, not be able to do an IPO, and not be able to get the trillions of dollars it needs to survive. Because of course, at the moment, it is investing or hemorrhaging millions of dollars a day to let people use OpenAI for free. You've got to remember, it's something like 95% of people use ChatGPT for free. And so that's a massive problem. It's kind of the opposite with Anthropic. It's made huge gains in enterprise encoding. And that's why actually its revenues are kind of predicted to way overmount and surpass OpenAI's in the next couple of years. So it was a rank outsider before, but I think Elon Musk was trying to kind of hobble OpenAI and hopefully make that it could be a massive competitor for him or Anthropic. But as I say, it's more of an emotional thing, this one, and luckily it got thrown out of court.
Dan Södergren, thank you very much indeed for your time on this.